Good morning. So I want you to, first of all, go ahead and get some paper, a pencil, and get your Chromebook opened and go to Google Classroom. So I will give you a couple of minutes to do that. The code that you're going to use to join the class is right here on the screen. That's going to be the code that you enter exactly the way it looks right there. You enter that into your join class code, okay? If anybody has any problems joining, go ahead and call me real quick or text me. That way I can get you logged in. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. If you're not ready yet, go ahead and pause the video until you are. So this is your computer coding fundamentals class. Inside of your Google Classroom, I need to make sure that everybody answered the question that was up. So did you guys answer it? So once you get into the Google Classroom, this is what you should see, okay? So in the stream, it says we will begin our coding fundamentals today using Minecraft for education. By the end of the unit, you should be able to describe what coding is, launch and connect Microsoft MakeCode to Minecraft, maneuver your player in Minecraft, and use your inventory. You'll learn what on-chat commands are, and you'll learn how to code their agent or how to code your agent to move in different directions. Okay, so you're going to basically be writing code that tells the game how to run. So if you come up here to right there, see right here where it says do today, what is computer coding? Go ahead and click on that. So there's going to be a question there. What is computer coding? Before we get started on anything else, I need you guys to answer that question. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video. Answer it in about 3 to 4 complete sentences. Watch grammar, watch punctuation. And then once you're ready, go ahead and hit play. After your question has been answered, I want you to go back and go down to where it says Unit 1, the agency. Click on that. Okay, so it says follow the link to download the Minecraft world that you were going to be using for this lesson. All of you guys should already have Minecraft on your devices. So all you need to do is just click on this link right here, and it's going to take you, it's going to download the world that we're going to be using. So once you get it downloaded, I want you to go ahead and open it, and it should open up in your Minecraft, okay? So go ahead and pause. When you click on that link, this is what you're going to see, okay? So go ahead and open it, extract it, and get it downloaded. If you have any problems, please call me, that way I can walk you through it. But go ahead and pause the video until you get that done. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Computing with Minecraft, the agency. So I'm sure everybody already knows what Minecraft is for the most part. And the last time we talked about computer coding, we talked about the steps that you take to do something simple. So what would the steps be that you would need to take in order to make a sandwich? Think about each of those steps, okay? On your piece of paper, I want you to go ahead and think about when you're making a sandwich, and I want you to go ahead and write those steps down for me. Pause the video until you get that done. So Minecraft is an online game about placing blocks and going on adventures. You can build anything you can imagine with unlimited resources in creative mode, or go on a grand expedition in survival mode, journeying across mysterious lands and into the depths of your own infinite worlds. Okay, so I'm going to show you on my device real quick. And if you want to, you can go ahead and, if you have me up on the TV screen on YouTube, go ahead and open up yours and you can get started with me if you want to. So I'm sure you already know that when you move around in Minecraft, the numbers, the keys that you're going to use to move are going to be W, S, A, and D. W is going to move you forward, S is going to move you backwards, A is going to move to the left, and D is going to move you to the right. Okay, you use your mouse to turn. So let's go ahead and I will open up mine. Okay, so when it asks you to sign in, make sure you use your New Mexico K-12 sign-in that you guys should all have, okay? If you have forgotten yours or if you need your password reset, let me know. Give me a call, give me a text right now. That way we can get that done. Otherwise, your password should be the number 1, capital L, lowercase l, A, M, A, L, O, B, E, R. 1 llama lover. It may ask you to change your password the first time you log in. since you guys are gonna be doing this, we're not doing this together. What I want you to do is watch me how I'm doing everything, and I want you guys to get real familiar with moving your agent around and how to do these challenges, okay? Because you get graded on each of these challenges that you have to do. So that means that you need to stay focused on the game and don't do anything but what the directions are telling you to do, okay? Once you've completed the schoolwork, once you've completed your challenges, then you're free to explore, you're free to do whatever you want to in your world, but I want you to get the assignments done first. So, welcome to AHQ, also known as Agency Headquarters. Using Computing with Minecraft, you'll be able to practice coding your agent for your adventures to come. Your agent can assist you in any way you choose. Good luck out there. We're counting on you. By the way, you can walk right through this board. Give it a try. So, how are we going to make our person walk? Remember, see right there at the bottom left, it says show controls. You press H. So let's go ahead and press H. Okay, it's going to bring up all of your controls. So in order to move forward, you're going to hit your W. So go ahead and start walking forward. Main entrance. And who is this? Our agent. Okay, so let's see, what does it say? Go ahead and talk to this person right here. Whenever you see one of these are what you call an NPC. It's a non-player character, okay? Whenever you see one, always right-click it. That way you can see what they have to say. It says, welcome to the agency. Here you can get your own agent, learn to work with it, and take it with you on your Minecraft Education Edition coding adventures. Press C to start coding. Happy coding. Okay, so once you read it, go ahead and exit it out by pressing the X. And it said to press C. So I want you to go ahead and give that a try. Press the letter C on your keyboard. And it should bring up your code builder. If you have not downloaded your code builder, now it's going to ask you which one you want to use. You're going to use the Microsoft MakeCode. That's one we're going to be using with this edition of Minecraft. And it'll start your tutorial. So to code a conversation with your agent, select an on-chat command and rename it from run to hello. Select a say command and drag it inside the on-chat command. Okay, so I don't know if you remember, but the very first week of school, we had kind of tinkered around with a couple of different hour of code activities. This is what you call block coding, okay? Underneath each of these blocks is a computer language called JavaScript. But for beginners, we use this. That way you can understand the way the programming language is written. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and click on the box that says agent. And you're going to pull the block that says agent teleport to player. Right here. On the on start. So what that's going to do is whenever you start the game, it's going to teleport your agent right to you. Okay. So it says select a say command and drag it inside the on chat. So go ahead and find the on say. Okay, right there under player, drag that and put it into the blue box. And I want you to decide what you want it to say. Mine is going to say, good morning, Ms. Johnson. So it's saying on chat command. Let's go ahead and change our chat command to hello. Click OK. Now click this green arrow down here, and that's going to encode what we just wrote into the game. So now, in order to chat, I want you to see over there to the left. Towards the bottom, the chat command is the letter T on your keyboard. Go ahead and hit the letter T. This is our chat box. Okay, so within the box, I want you to go ahead and type hello and then hit enter. And you'll notice to the left of your screen, what does it say? It said, good morning, Miss Johnson, right? So you can make it say whatever you want right there. Let's go ahead and move forward to the next one. It says press C to bring your agent into the game here. So go ahead and press C for your next tutorial. It says to code a conversation with your agent, select an on-chat command and rename it from run to hello. Select the say command. So we did that one. Go ahead and click the arrow for the next. Type hi, I am your agent inside the say command. When done, press the play button to compile the code, then go to Minecraft and press T and type hello. So we kind of already did that, right? If you want to try it again, you can try it again now. Otherwise, go ahead and go to the next step. Anything that you do or change, make sure that you always hit that big green button, okay? Because that's what puts it into the game. And there's the conversation. Go back to your code builder. And go ahead and go to the next one. To teleport your agent to different places, select a new on-chat comment and drag it to the workspace and rename it to come here. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to player. There's the on-chat command. Let's go ahead and drag that out here. And right here, we're going to change it to come underscore here. Okay. Go ahead and hit the next button. It says drag an agent teleport to player block and drop it inside of your chat command. Hit the next button. So now we'll go ahead and press play. And we'll hit the T button to bring up our chat. Now type in your command, come underscore here, and hit enter. And that should bring your agent to right where you're at. See, there he is, ready to go. Okay, so go ahead and follow your green blocks. So ask your agent to come to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and hit T. Remember our code to bring the agent, come underscore here, enter. Walk forward. He should be right behind, oh, there he is. Now it says make your agent rotate on the spot. Go ahead and hit C. To code your agent to rotate, select a new on-chat command, drag it to the workspace and rename it turn. Drag an agent turn command and drop it inside. And then decide which way you want your agent to rotate. So mine says agent turn left. When done, press the big green play button. And Open your chat box and type in turn enter. And he turned again. So that's kind of neat. Okay, let's see, which way are we going? Now we're going to make our agent move. So remember, whenever you see a non-player character, right click it, see what they have to say. And this is where I'm going to end my portion of this video. I want you to complete your tutorials. Okay, there should be 3 lessons. And I'm going to let you guys finish that. Okay, so go ahead and pause me on TV and finish your tutorials. And when you're all done with them, go ahead and press play so we can do our quiz and our discussion.
A computer is an electronic device that manipulates information or data. The computer sees data as ones and zeros, but it knows how to combine them into much more complex things, such as a photo, movie, website, game, and much more. Computers use a combination of hardware and software. Hardware is any physical part of the computer, which includes the internal components and the external parts like the monitor and keyboard. Software is any set of instructions that tells the hardware what to do, such as a web browser, media player, or word processor. When most people say computer, they're talking about a personal computer. This can be a desktop computer or a laptop, which has basically the same capabilities, but in a more portable package. Personal computers come in a few different styles. The most common type uses the Windows operating system. Macs or Macintosh computers feature the Mac OS operating system, while Chromebooks run on Chrome OS. Smartphones and other mobile devices mostly use the iOS or Android operating systems. We'll talk more about operating systems in a later video. Computers come in many other shapes and sizes. TVs, game consoles, and even appliances like refrigerators can have built-in computers, although they may not do everything a desktop or a laptop can. There's another type of computer that plays an important role in our lives: servers. A server sends information to other computers on a network. In fact, every time you use the internet, web servers deliver the web pages that you want to see to your computer. Servers are also used in many offices to store and share files. As you can see, there are many types of computers out there, and each one plays a part in our modern world.
GCF Global, creating opportunities for a better life.
Okay, so
Monday.com Word Docs is a new kind of doc. You don't just write with it, you create entire workflows with it.
Recording in progress.
okay, so I want you to learn the word today, algorithm. That is going to be your word for this lesson, okay? So let's look and see what an algorithm is.
What's an algorithm? In computer science, an algorithm is a set of instructions for solving some problem, step by step. Typically, algorithms are executed by computers, but we humans have algorithms as well. For instance, how would you go about counting the number of people in a room? Well, if you're like me, you'd probably point at each person, one at a time, and count up from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. Well, that's an algorithm. In fact, let's try to express it a bit more formally in pseudocode, English-like syntax that resembles a programming language. Let n equal 0. For each person in room, set n equal to n plus 1. How to interpret this pseudocode? Well, line 1 declares, so to speak, a variable called n and initializes its value to 0. This just means that at the beginning of our algorithm, the thing with which we're counting has a value of 0. After all, before we start counting, we haven't counted anything yet. Calling this variable n is just a convention. I could have called it most anything. Now, line 2 demarks the start of a loop, a sequence of steps that will repeat some number of times. So in our example, the step we're taking is counting people in the room. Beneath line 2 is line 3, which describes exactly how we'll go about counting. The indentation implies that it's line 3 that will repeat. So what the pseudocode is saying is that after starting at 0, for each person in the room, we'll increase n by 1. Now, is this algorithm correct? Well, let's bang on it a bit. Does it work if there are 2 people in the room? Let's see. In line 1, we initialize n to 0. For each of these 2 people, we then increment n by 1. So on the first trip through the loop, we update n from 0 to 1. On the second trip through that same loop, we update n from 1 to 2. And so by this algorithm's end, n is 2, which indeed matches the number of people in the room. So far, so good. How about a corner case, though? Suppose that there are 0 people in the room, besides me, who's doing accounting. In line 1, we again initialize n to 0. This time, though, line 3 doesn't execute at all, since there isn't a person in the room, and so n remains 0, which indeed matches the number of people in the room. Pretty simple, right? But counting people one at a time is pretty inefficient too, no? Surely we can do better. Why not count 2 people at a time? Instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so forth, why not count 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on? It even sounds faster, and it surely is. Let's express this optimization in pseudocode. Let n equal 0 for each pair of people in room. Set n equal to n plus 2. Pretty simple change, right? Rather than count people one at a time, we instead count them 2 at a time. This algorithm's just twice as fast as the last. But is it correct? Let's see. Does it work if there are 2 people in the room? In line 1, we initialize n to 0. For that one pair of people, we then increment n by 2. And so by this algorithm's end, n is 2, which indeed matches the number of people in the room. Suppose next that there are 0 people in the room. In line 1, we initialize n to 0. As before, line 3 doesn't execute at all since there aren't any pairs of people in the room, and so n remains 0, which indeed matches the number of people in the room. But what if there are 3 people in the room? How does this algorithm fare? Let's see. In line 1, we initialize n to 0. For a pair of those people, we then increment n by 2, but then what? There isn't another full pair of people in the room, so line 2 no longer applies. And so by this algorithm's end, n is still 2, which isn't correct. Indeed, this algorithm is said to be buggy because it has a mistake. Let's redress it with some new pseudocode. Let n equal 0. For each pair of people in room, set n equal to n plus 2. If one person remains unpaired, set n equal to n plus 1. To solve this particular problem, we've introduced in line 4 a condition, otherwise known as a branch, that only executes if there's one person we could not pair with another. And so now, whether there's 1 or 3 or any odd number of people in the room, this algorithm will now count them. Can we do even better? Well, we could count in 3s or 4s or even 5s and 10s. Beyond that, it's going to get a little bit difficult to point. At the end of the day, whether executed by computers or humans, algorithms are just a set of instructions with which to solve problems. These were just 3. What problem would you solve with an algorithm?
Now I want you to think about your question about making sandwiches. Okay. The steps that you take to create a sandwich, to make a sandwich, put the plate on a table, to get 2 pieces of bread, use a knife to spread mustard. The set of instructions that you thought of is your algorithm. That's what you created. You used a set of rules to solve a problem by creating steps to complete it. The lines of code need to be in a specific order to tell the computer what to do. The wrong order could tell the computer to do the wrong thing, like making a sandwich with the meat or cheese on the outside of the bread or missing some ingredients. So think about while you were playing your game, while you were completing your lessons. If you didn't enter in the code just right, your agent did not do what it was supposed to do, right? So it's important that you understand that the code you give to the computer has to be exactly right in order for it to do what it's supposed to. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the lesson there for today. Go ahead and play with your Minecraft stuff. yesterday was a holiday, so I want you guys to check your NASA Google Classroom, and I will broadcast the code for that one. Let's see. There's your NASA class code. Go ahead and write that down somewhere. That way you can check your NASA classroom real quick, okay?